In this video, 10 shocking signs money is coming your way now. This is how you know that you're going to attract more money. This is how you know that you will get rich. This is how you know these are the signs that money is coming your way. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Now, are these signs showing up in your life? Stay tuned to these 10 signs and find out. Make sure you hit the like button on this video right over there. Wishing you an absolutely fantastic day, and let's dive right into this video. Okay, so the first sign that money is headed your way is that you ain't a hater. See, if you're a hater on people that are successful at anything, like you may not be an athlete, right? And you see, this is a common one. This is why I say this one. A lot of times people hear about the absurd amount of money that an athlete makes. Like they hear LeBron just signed a $200 million deal, right? That is ridiculous. That is so absurd. What is he going to do with all that money anyways? Oh, why doesn't he give it away? Why does he make that? And we think it's rational because, like, I guess in some sense it is, but just think about it super rationally. Why does LeBron get whatever many millions or whoever it is? Why do they get that much? Well, it's because LeBron gets people to sit down on the couch, map out on their day like I'm gonna do today at 2 o'clock on ESPN to watch the Los Angeles Lakers play the Miami Heat, two of the top 2-3 teams in the NBA. I wanna watch LeBron. Like, honestly, I know he's like maybe the greatest athlete in human history. He's 35 years old, averaging a triple-double, and he's only gonna do this for like a couple more years, and I feel like I'm watching history and it's fun to watch the guy. It inspires me to come back and be more focused and become better at making videos and be better at telling stories and be better at communicating. I absolutely love it. Guess what? He gets me to sit on the couch. What does this mean? He's valuable to the marketplace. Advertisers, why? He brings eyeballs. People pay to go to the Los Angeles Lakers games. What does that do? That hires thousands of people in the Los Angeles community, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. It gives sportscasters jobs and sports commentary people jobs. He's earned his money. When I went from hating on the fact that somebody is making a lot of money to actually instead seeing that they earn it and they deserve it and I can do it too, that's what makes the money start to come into your life. The second sign is that you have a clear prosperity affirmation. A lot of times people say, oh, I'm not going to do that, that's silly, oh, if it were that easy, and they go on and on and on with statements like that. Guess what? That is their affirmation. All an affirmation is a habitual intention. It's a habitual thought pattern. Guess what? We are creatures of habit. Psychologists say that you have 65,000 thoughts in a day. Guess what? 95% of them, according to psychologists, is subconscious. It's habitual. It's unconscious. It's habitual. So you have 65,000 thoughts in a day, 95% of them are habitual, and you don't even notice that they're happening because they're subconscious. Guess what? Those are called affirmations. It's just that most of those affirmations have been programmed into us by other people, by society, by our old ways of thinking, and by the world around us. And oftentimes they're negative and redundant. So instead, I invite you to get a clear prosperity affirmation, such as, this is my favorite and has been mine for like 7, 8, 9 years. I'm so happy and grateful large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. I give my talents with love and I'm wonderfully blessed financially. When I start to say that and repeat that, what happens is it starts to bring my attention on possibility. It starts to bring my attention on getting better at what I do. It starts to bring my attention on abundance. And this is the doorway for more of it to come into your life. So comment right there down below. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Comment that down below. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Comment that down below. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Pick your prosperity affirmation. The third sign is that you forgot about your present reality. What happens a lot of times when people want things in life, especially when it comes to money, because it's measurable, so it's very easy to see whether you're on track or not, And a lot of times this becomes a distraction because we don't have the money we want in our bank account, but we check our bank account twice a day and we get really emotionally charged to the lack of digits or commas that we see in that account. And so what happens is every time we see it, we go, oh, and we reinforce to our brain, we remind our nervous system, we reinstitute our vibration in this emotional feeling of not being good enough or smart enough or just being frustrated and sick and tired of being sick and tired, or in this instance, sick and tired of not having the money and options that we want, not seeing the commas or zeros grow. And so we have a tendency to reinforce to ourselves that we're broke. Bob Proctor said something to me that changed my life. He said, does your thinking control your bank account, or does your bank account control your thinking? Do you control your bank account, or does your bank account control you? I never thought about that before. I thought the bank account just controlled me and it was the luck of my draw, but I realized that my thoughts were being controlled by the bank account. So I started to have a switch, and I started to learn about a brilliant thinker and writer named Wallace Wattles. He said lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. Comment that down below. Lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. Say it. Lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. Comment that down below. Lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. Just because you can't see the lack of money and the lack of progress coming yet doesn't mean that it's not on the way. But what happens is we do the same thing as if it would be absurd to plant a carrot seed in the ground, 3 days later come back and say, by golly, gee willikers, this hasn't turned into a carrot yet. And I say, well, it's only been 3 days. A carrot seed takes 90 days. By golly, gee willikers, I want this to be a carrot already. It said at the store when I bought it at Walmart that it was going to be a carrot. Yeah, but it's just a seed. It takes 90 days to turn into a carrot. Similarly, your prosperity, your future vision, the things you're starting to imagine, the positive opportunities, the abundance that you want in your life, right now it's just a seed in your mind. It's a seed in a higher dimension, and it's going to take time to fruit sometimes. And if the fruits haven't come for your labor, for your efforts, for your desires, don't be discouraged. Great things are on the way. Great things are coming now. The next sign is that you find yourself not worrying so much about when it might come. In essence, you've forgotten entirely about time. What often keeps our manifestations from coming into our life is that we get obsessed with time. Well, it's been 9 months and I've been working so hard and it hasn't happened yet, and look, I've been doing this, and look at the time and look how long it's been, and will it come? I hope it comes. Maybe it will come. And Will Smith said something, the famous actor, if you can go ahead and type it in on YouTube, I don't want to include the clip just for the sake of copyright stuff, but he had an interview and he said that to him, the desires already happened. He said, well, it's already done. Now I just got to wait for y'all to see it. He said the universe is like water and it wants to go around you when you have a desire. It wants to conspire on your behalf. Technically, what you want has already happened. And he says, I already know what's happened. Now I just got to wait for y'all to see it here in third dimension. Like, that's basically what he's saying. It's the coolest saying ever. This is like one of the most famous actors ever, and you see this common thread between all of these types of very successful folk. They believe what they want already happened before it's actually happened in third dimension, and they're moving from that state of knowing. They know it's gonna come. They know it's gonna be there. So forget about time. Stop saying, I hope, I wish, maybe, if, when. Start saying this instead. I am so grateful what I want is on the way. I'm so grateful that I've attracted the this and the that. Start expressing your gratitude to the universe that you already have what it is that you want. The next sign that money is coming your way is that you are taking consistent effort, consistent action, and consistent work. See, the reason I put the sign in is because I just saw an old friend that I known, and we never were like best friends, but someone that I have done the similar line of work, and I met him through speaking and all those types of things like that. And he was expressing to me when I bumped into him about how, you know, he's kind of in the same spot that he was a couple years ago, which is the same spot that he was in a couple years before then. And he was saying about how basically like he was so pumped and he wished, you know, he would have followed the same consistency that I had made my success really take off and kind of put us on different career success levels. And the really only distinction between he and I is he constantly started and stopped. He constantly started and stopped. The first time I ever had a mentorship call or coaching call with a guy that's one of my mentors named Bob Proctor, the first one I asked him, I said, like, what should I know? What should I do to make sure that I become successful at what I want? And he said, don't start and stop. All the time people start and stop things. And he said, I find people that I share with them what to do, they become successful, and then they stop. And then they start again soon thereafter. They start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. If what you're doing is based off of outside outcomes and you don't get the outcomes that you want, you will always stop, you will always quit, and then you will always restart again. So I did something started early on called an effort goal. So I do this YouTube channel, I publish a video every single day. There's over 1,000 videos on this channel. It's an incredibly large amount of content. It's often difficult, and I'm making a second channel that's gonna be more about finances and the things that I wish I would have learned about money in school when I was 19 years old and I dropped out and I was trying to build my own career and make my own life for myself. So I'll have that channel. That's gonna be every day too, so that's 2 videos a day, and I'm gonna put up a couple other channels, and that's going to be 3 videos a day that I'll be actually publishing, which means I'm going to be filming 5-6 videos a day. And it's very easy, and it has been in the early stages, very easy to get discouraged and quit that. Why? Because I wasn't getting the outside outcomes that I wanted. That's a lot of work, but if my work is based off of the world's approval, then I won't be consistently inspired to be productive. So I made something called an effort goal. So an effort goal, instead of I'm gonna get 10,000 subscribers this month or whatever it is, I'm gonna get this many views, or I'm gonna make this much money, or you say this person's gonna accept my offer. Instead of that, if it's an effort goal, because you can't always control other people and other things in the outside world, but you can control yourself. So my effort goals were always based off of things I could accomplish within my own control. So instead of I will get 10,000 views or whatever, it was I will complete X amount of videos. I will publish X amount of videos. So these were things within my control. And when you focus on what Jack Canfield calls the rule of 5, 5 little things you do every day to move in the positive direction of your vision for yourself. 5 things every day, the rule of 5. So you pull out a piece of paper, and if you don't want to do 5 things, do 3. The rule of 3. Pull out a piece of paper and write out 3 things that you want to accomplish every single day, or 5 things every single day. The next sign that money is headed your way is that you see money as energy. The reason that this is significant is because energy is infinite. Energy can never be created or destroyed, and it's totally infinite. So when you look at money like that, it shatters old limiting belief systems, such as there's only so much to go around, it takes money to make money, if you get money, you're taking away from somebody else, and what about the people that don't have very much, therefore you shouldn't want very much for yourself. None of that is true. Money is energy, energy is infinite, and it all comes from this one universal, infinite universe. Therefore, there's plenty to go around. So comment right there down below, money is energy. Comment that down below, money is energy. Now when you start to do that and you start to see this world as energy, specifically money, then you see the flow of it, or the stream of it, is just like the ocean. It ebbs and flows. There's enough to go around for every single person. The next sign that prosperity is headed your way is you've forgotten about how. How. This gets us so wrapped up in how it might work out, and we get caught up in trying to predict exactly how the future will occur. One common thread between people that become successful is that they know the what. They know what they want. They have a clear vision, and they're living out that vision with consistent effort and action towards that, and they have total faith in it. But they aren't overly worked up in how, because they know they don't need to see the whole staircase to, as Martin Luther King once said, take the first step. So just keep taking the first step, forget about the how, that's the universe's job. Next sign is that you have a clearly defined goal. If you went around and you just started asking people on the sidewalk, hey, what's your financial goal? Most people would just say, I don't know, or I don't have one, or they would say more money. More money isn't a financial goal. So what I invite you to do is start to utilize the way that the brain was created and the way the mind was created. The way the brain and mind were created are that they are target or goal achieving machines. Meaning, if you have clearly defined what your goal is, you will most often get it. Whether that's $10,000 a month, it's $2,000 a month, it's an extra $500 a month, or it's that you want to be a millionaire. Clearly define your goal, and once you do that and you write it down on a piece of paper, tape it or put it up on your wall so you can read it every single day and drill that into your mind. The next sign is that you do not have trouble giving. A lot of times, what stops people from attracting more prosperity in their life is they're afraid that if they give, then they won't get back, because they're looking at this world from a finite view, from a limited perspective. So they think, I have X amount of dollars, or I have X amount of success, or I have X amount of power, and if I give some of mine away, then I'm gonna have less. When in reality, the way the universe works is that it gives and continues to receive. It's totally infinite in nature. And when you're in alignment with that natural flow of abundance, you start to mirror that same flow. So as you give, you're able to receive more. You're able to be generous, because money and abundance is only good for a couple things. It's good for some fun. It's good for some fun, definitely is. It's good for some comfort, definitely is. And it's good for giving. Last but not least, you are open to receiving. So I want you to repeat this to me. Dear universe, I'm totally open to receiving something fantastic my way today. Dear universe, I'm totally open to receiving something great today. You have to be open to receiving, but a lot of people think that the meek will inherit the earth or something means that like you should just reject everything worldly. Newsflash, you're a physical being in a physical body, and you're meant to experience all the great things that life has to offer. So comment down below, dear universe, I'm totally open to something great coming my way. Comment down below, dear universe, I am totally open to something great coming my way. This is the last sign. When you remind yourself to take a deep breath in and out. By the way, let's do one right now. So breathe in through your nose for maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and then breathe out through your mouth for maybe 4 or 5 seconds. Do it rhythmically. So we'll breathe in, breathe out. As you relax, your muscles relax and your mind relaxes. Give yourself space to clear your mind. As you clear your mind, guess what? You become open to receiving. Remind yourself to stay open. What if what may happen is better than you could possibly imagine? What if something better than you can even imagine is headed your way right now? Remind yourself, dear universe, I'm totally open to something great coming my way. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, wishing you an absolutely fantastic day and reminding you that fantastic things are headed your way. Extra points to someone who comments down all 10 of these signs right there down below. Extra points to someone who comments down all 10 of these signs right there down below. If you haven't yet, right there down below is my free success hypnosis. It's JakesHypnosis.com. It's right there down below. You'll see it pinned to the comments. It's my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind so you can attract more financial abundance into your life quicker, faster, and easier. The reason I made this is because I realized I had a bunch of limiting beliefs subconsciously that were blocking me from the success that I wanted. So I made this success hypnosis to reprogram my subconscious mind. The results were amazing. Over 700,000 people from all over the world have now used it. Every day I get an awesome, miraculous story. Go ahead, use it for free. It's pinned to the comments right there down below. That's jakeshypnosis.com. All I ask is that you come back to me and share the amazing miracle that comes into your life from using it. It's right there down below, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below, and it's totally free. Hit the like button on this video right over there. The like button is what sends this out into the YouTube universe, so go ahead, hit the like button right over there if you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know which of these signs you're currently seeing in your life. Share which of these signs you are currently receiving in your life, and if you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell notification on the side right over there. Subscribe and bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. I'm wishing you an absolutely fantastic day, and I can't wait to hear about the great things that are headed your way.